Fantasy Sports World? It's your boy Openmind, one half of the ReCapp Fantasy Football Podcast, and we back again with week 15 of fantasy football. Back again. Now listen, y'all, last week I had to roll solo, but I was able to keep the party jumping. I got 31,000 views for you boys, right? Keep the party going. You know, Dezy couldn't be with us last week, but Dezy's back with us this week. So let's get them views up to 35,000 over there on TikTok, right? TikTok, if you hear me, can we get to 35,000 views? Can we do it? I believe we can do it, right? We can't do it without y'all, though. Y'all the reason it's happening. Y'all the reason that we even got to 30K, okay? But if we don't get 30K, I'm not going to be mad at you. Not going to be mad at y'all. We appreciate all the love y'all give us, right? So, I'm about to turn it over to Dezy so he can give y'all his picks for week 15 of fantasy football.
What's going on, everybody? This is half of the ReCapp, Dezy. I had to take a week off. It was a very bad week for me, 60 plus hours of work. But this week, you know what? We're going to just start it back up, give you some picks. I'm going to keep it real short this week for me. I got a quarterback, wide receiver, and a defense. I didn't get a chance to pretty much look at the running backs. As I told you, I'm working over 60 hours. I'm at 55 right now, so I'm going to give you these picks. First up, Marcus Mariota. With Jaden Daniels out, and, you know, it's Marcus Mariota's day now. If you've known him, you know he'd be a dual threat, and he's going up against the New York Giants. That defense hasn't done very well at all. I mean, Gibbs ran all over them, but if you watch the game, Gibbs ran on him. Jamar Gibbs ran all over them. He was my pick, and he just exploded. I'm expecting Marcus Mariota to get at least 20 points here, and if you've been watching Washington play, if Mariota's out there and McLaurin is out there, McLaurin is going to be his favorite target. At 5,400, I'm expecting McLaurin to at least repeat what he did in Week 13 with Marcus Mariota playing the whole game. 22 points. That is very, very, very possible with him. The Washington offense should be throwing a lot, so Week 13 is probably going to be a repeat. And if you think about it, they did that against the Denver defense. What are they going to do against the Giants? Who's worse than Denver? Probably almost at the bottom of the league. What are they going to do? They should be able to just destroy that Giants defense. And last but not least, the Eagles going up against the Raiders. I have been picking on the Raiders all year, pretty much. If the defense is good, can get a lot of sacks, they get a lot of pressure on their quarterback, I pretty much pick that defense. And the Eagles right now are very good at doing that. And the offensive line for the Raiders has literally just been, Geno Smith just pretty much hike the ball and he runs around. I'm expecting picks. I'm expecting pick six. I'm expecting a lot of sacks. I mean, the quarterback, he might just say screw it and fake an injury just to get out of the game, because it's almost playoff time. I believe the Eagles are in the hunt, and they're going to want to clinch it. They're going to probably just destroy the Raiders this week. And back over to Openmind.
Thank you, Dezy, for those picks. Now it's time to get into my picks for week 15 of fantasy football. And as always, we love Dezy's analysis. Dezy's always on to something. Y'all better start listening to Dezy. If you haven't been listening to Dezy up until this point, what is you doing with your life? Okay? Listen to Dezy. He know what he be talking about. He be giving y'all these picks. If y'all not winning no money, that's on y'all. Right? Let's get into my picks for week 15 of fantasy football. All right, y'all. I got a quarterback for y'all. And I've been waiting patiently for this young man to do his thing, right? All of the hate, all the controversy surrounding this young man, like he ain't supposed to be out there behind the helm. And that quarterback is Shedeur Sanders of the Cleveland Browns. Okay? Shedeur Sanders threw for 364 yards 3 touchdowns, and he ran for a touchdown. Now, you ain't got to tell me that the Cleveland Browns ain't going nowhere, right? It's too late now. They're not going to go to the playoffs. They're not going to do nothing this year. But they're going to finish the season strong with Shedeur Sanders under the helm. Understand me? Shedeur Sanders should have been playing. Kevin Stefanski, what you out here doing with your life? You trying to get fired? Are you trying to tank the season so y'all get a first-round draft pick? I personally think that Shedeur Sanders should move on after the Cleveland Browns. After this year, move on from the Cleveland Browns and go give your talent to somebody else. Because, young man, you out here balling, right? And I got tight end this week, so let's pair Shedeur Sanders up with the tight end that he threw with last week, and that's Harold Fannin Jr., right? He loves him some tight ends. If you've been following Shedeur Sanders through his college career, he loves himself a tight end, okay? Outside of the star receiver, whoever that may be, he gonna throw that ball to the tight end. And Harold Fannin Jr. was a very reliable tight end last week. They played the Chicago Bears this week. And I don't think the Chicago Bears going to be able to stop Shedeur either. I think the only thing that's going to stop Shedeur Sanders is Kevin Stefanski, okay? Because that boy is unstoppable right now. He's hot. He's on the street. Put Shedeur Sanders and Harold Fannin Jr. on your squad for week 15 of fantasy football if you want to get this money. Pick 'em. All right, y'all, and my next pick is a running back that's been quietly balling all year. Quietly balling, okay? And that running back is Travis Etienne of the Jacksonville Jaguars, right? Travis Etienne has him a great matchup against the New York Jets. They're not going to be able to stop the run. And Travis Etienne is a very good security blanket for the quarterback over there in Jacksonville. I can't think of his Trevor Lawrence. That's his name. Trevor Lawrence uses Travis Etienne as a security blanket over there in Jacksonville Jaguars. He can catch the ball, and he can damn sure run the ball. And the Jets defense ain't stopped nothing all year. They haven't stopped nothing. They can't stop a nosebleed. They can't stop a tear from falling from their face. I don't know what's going on with the Jets over there, because that coach was the defensive coordinator for the Detroit Lions last year. He is a defensive-minded coach. I don't know what his problem is and why his defense can't stop nothing. But the Jets defense is trash, dumpster juice. So put Travis Etienne on your squad for week 15 of fantasy football. If you want to get this money, you better pick 'em. All right, and that wraps up the show for week 15 of fantasy football. Dezy gave y'all 3 picks. I'm giving y'all 3 picks. We're not filling y'all lineups, right? Y'all got to put your big boy pants on and make your own lineup. We just suggested some picks to you. You know what I'm saying? I can't hold your hand and win the money for you. I'm not filling up your whole squad with a whole lineup. I'm giving y'all some key picks, and so is Dezy, for week 15 to get you started. The rest of those blank spots and DraftKings and FanDuel and Prize Picks and all the other sports apps, y'all gotta pick your own players, okay? These are just suggestions. We said at the top of the season, all the way back to episode 1. You do not have to pick the players that we tell you to pick. Okay, these are just suggestions. But we have been at a B+ analysis all the season. We're not right all the time, right? We take our L's and we make our mistakes and we own up to our mistakes, right? Every player we tell you to pick ain't always balling out. But I can tell you, 80%, 85% of the players that we have given y'all up until this point have been balling out and giving y'all some numbers. So y'all can't say we don't know what we talk about, right? But we're only giving y'all 3 picks apiece. I gave you 3 picks, Dezy gave you 3 picks, right? That's a lineup right there. Fill up your squad if you must, right? Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for showing us all this love. We're going to see y'all in week 16 of fantasy football. We're going to keep this ball rolling. We're going all the way to the Super Bowl. Hope y'all enjoy your Thanksgiving, and I hope y'all have a good Christmas. And I hope y'all get this money. So with that said, Creator bless y'all. Happy drafting. Deuces.